We often hear the phrase curiosity killed the cat, but sometimes our curiosity can lead to amazing discoveries. Let's look at some mysterious cases which were solved thanks to science. No. 6. The Zodiac Killer's Cipher. Between 1968 and 1969, Northern California was terrorized by a serial killer who would later become known as the Zodiac Killer. He got his name from the cryptic messages he sent to the police and media outlets, which included a series of strange ciphers. The killer seemed to taunt the authorities with these puzzles, which contained clues about his crimes, but were written in a code that stumped even the smartest cryptographers for decades. One of the most famous of these messages was a 340-character cipher that the killer claimed would reveal the names of his victims. Despite numerous attempts, it was NT until very recently that the cipher was cracked by a team of amateur sleuths using nothing but computers and open-source software. While the cipher doesn't bring us any closer to catching the killer or finding his victims, it's a significant breakthrough nonetheless. It shows that even the most complex codes are not impenetrable, and that with enough time and effort, anything can be decoded. No. 5. Dyatlov Pass Incident. In February 1959, 9 Soviet skiers died under mysterious circumstances while on an expedition in the northern Ural Mountains. The group had set out to study the region's glaciers, but they never returned from their trip. When their bodies were found, it was clear that something strange had happened. Their tent had been cut open from the inside, and some of the skiers had been injured in such a way that suggested they had been in a struggle before dying. Theories about what could have caused such horrific injuries ranged from an avalanche to a Yeti attack. It wasn't until decades later that scientists were able to shed light on what really happened. Using computer simulations, they concluded that a combination of heavy snowfall and strong winds had created an avalanche that killed the skiers, explaining the injuries and the cut tent. Number 4. The Roanoke colony disappearance. In 1587, an English colony was established on the island of Roanoke, but when a supply ship arrived 3 years later, the colony had vanished. The only clue to what had happened was the word Croatoan carved into a post. Various theories have been proposed over the years, including attacks from Native Americans, disease, and even alien abduction. But according to an archaeological investigation conducted in 2012, the colonists likely didn't die on Roanoke Island. Instead, they probably moved to join a nearby Native American tribe, the Croatoan, which would explain why the word Croatoan was left behind. 3. A lost shipwreck. In 1911, the captain of the nearby ship sighted the wreck of a wooden sailing vessel, most likely a schooner, resting on its starboard side in the shallow water off the coast. Although the captain tried to contact the crew of the wreck, there was no response. After making sure the ship was not in any immediate danger, he continued on his journey. Unfortunately, the wrecked ship was never identified, and over the years, the details of the sighting were lost. However, in 2018, a team of divers rediscovered the wreck, and using historical records and comparisons, they were able to confirm its identity. This remarkable discovery brought closure to the families of the ship's crew, who had been searching for answers for generations. No. 2. Piltdown Man. In 1912, a fossil was discovered in England that was believed to be the missing link between apes and humans. Known as Piltdown Man, the fossil was hailed as a major scientific breakthrough. However, in 1953, it was revealed to be a hoax. The skull had been deliberately modified to resemble that of an ape. The discovery of Piltdown Man had major implications for the scientific community. It set back research into human evolution by decades and led to a great deal of confusion and debate. However, it also taught scientists an important lesson about the importance of using critical thinking and not accepting results at face value. Number 1. A hidden chamber in the Great Pyramid. For centuries, the Great Pyramid of Giza has been shrouded in mystery. How did the ancient Egyptians build such a massive structure? And are there any hidden chambers or secret passages within its walls? Well, thanks to recent technological advancements, we may be closer to solving these mysteries than ever before. Researchers used a variety of non-invasive techniques to scan the interior of the pyramid. They discovered a massive void that was previously unknown. The void is roughly the size of a small room and is located near the top of the pyramid. While researchers have not yet uncovered the purpose of the chamber, they believe it may contain valuable information about the construction methods used to build the pyramid. It's amazing how far scientific technology has come in recent years. Thanks to advances in science, we are now able to solve mysteries that were once thought to be impossible. Each of these cases is a reminder that even when all hope seems to be lost, with enough hard work and determination, it is possible to uncover the truth.